Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Social Science class. What is the atmosphere condition today? Yes, today is a rainy day. One of the common announcements from the part of the meteorological department in this season is like this. Today, there is a chance of strong wind over Arabian Sea and its coastal region with a speed of 60 km per hour. So, coastal people should be alert and the fishermen don't go for fishing. One of the atmospheric phenomena is mentioned here. What is it? Yes, this is wind. Today, we are going to discuss about wind. This topic we can conveniently divide it into 4 subtopics. They are: what is wind? What is the reason of wind? What are the features of wind? What are the factors affecting the speed and direction of wind? The first subtopic is, what is wind? From the lower classes onwards, you studied that the movement of air is called wind. Now, you are in 10th standard students. So, we can study this definition like this. Wind is the horizontal movement of air from high pressure regions to a low pressure region. What is wind? Wind is the horizontal movement of air from high pressure regions to low pressure region. Here we are going to study about 3 terms. First one, what is pressure? Second one, what is high pressure? Third one, what is low pressure? First one, what is pressure? Pressure is the weight exerted by air on the surface of the earth. What is pressure? Pressure is the, yes, that is, pressure is the weight of air. So, where there is more air, there is more pressure. Where there is less air, there is less pressure. Thus, from this definition, we can understand that wind is the movement of air from high pressure regions to low pressure region in a horizontal way. You studied about the horizontal and vertical lines from your maths classes. I think all of you understood this. Now let us discuss about what is the reason of wind. If you listen the definition, you can easily say about the reason of wind. That is, the variation in atmospheric pressure. In the definition we studied that some places high pressure, some places low pressure. This variation in the atmospheric pressure is the reason of wind. If all part of the earth's surface, the volume of air is not the same. That is why wind is the movement of air from high pressure regions to low pressure region. This variation is the reason of wind. The third subtopic is, what are the features of wind? The first feature is, winds are named on the basis of the direction from which they blow. First feature is, winds are named on the basis of the direction from which they blow. That is, from which direction the wind originates, that is the name of that wind. Now this is the southwest monsoon season. The wind originating from southwest region. That is why this wind is called the southwest wind. If the wind is originating from a desert region, that wind is dry and hot wind. Therefore, the second feature of the wind is, the source of the region influence the nature of the wind. From where the wind origin, that is the nature of the wind. If the wind is originating from the polar region, it will be cold wind. If the wind is originating from the desert, it will be dry and hot. Thus, the nature of the wind is influenced by the source of origin. Now let us discuss about the factors that affecting the speed and direction of wind. There are 3 factors that affecting the speed and direction of wind. The first one is pressure gradient. Second one, Coriolis force. The third one is friction. What are the factors that influence the speed and direction of wind? Pressure gradient, Coriolis force and friction. Now let us discuss all these points in a detailed manner. First one is pressure gradient force. From the definition of wind, we understood that atmospheric pressure is not uniform everywhere on Earth's surface. This change in pressure with the horizontal distance is termed as pressure gradient. What is pressure gradient? The change in pressure with the horizontal distance is termed as pressure gradient. The pressure gradient is steeper when the pressure difference is more. That is, the speed of the wind is more where the pressure difference is more. Look at the figure. From this, we can understand that there are two figures are here, A and B. In the first figure, the strength of the wind is more. This is because if we look at this figure very easily, the pressure increasing, that is 700, 710, 720, that is in a very fast manner. But if we look at the second figure, we can see that some time is needed, some place, some distance is needed for changing this pressure. That is, if we look at figure A and B, we can see that in the first figure, sudden increase or decrease in pressure we can see. That is why in the first figure, the places in the first figure, the speed of the wind is more. Then the second factor that affecting the speed and direction of the wind is the Coriolis force. What is Coriolis force? Any object that is freely moving of its own, deflected means turned to right in the northern hemisphere and deflected to the left in the southern hemisphere due to the force generated as a result of the rotation of Earth. This is called Coriolis force. What is Coriolis force? Any freely moving objects turn to right in the northern hemisphere, turn to left in the southern hemisphere because of the force generated due to rotation of Earth. This force was discovered by Admiral Ferrel. That is why this is called Ferrel law. Look at the figure. In this figure, in the northern hemisphere, the wind actual direction in the north side, then it turned to the right. Again, look at the east side. The wind goes to the east side and deflected to the right. In the same manner, look at the third. Wind moves to the south direction and deflected to the right. Then wind moves to the west direction and deflected to the right, which means that wind also, a freely moving object, turn to right in the northern hemisphere. In the same manner, this wind also turn to the left in the southern hemisphere. If we look at that figure, that is very clear for you. Then the third factor that affecting the speed and the direction of the wind is friction. If the friction is more, the speed of the wind is less. Friction means rubbing. For example, the speed of the wind is more over oceanic region where there is no friction. But the speed of the wind is less in the difficult terrains and dense forests where there is more friction. Look at this figure. This is the picture of an oceanic region. Here there is no blocks for the wind to blow. There is nothing to rub for the wind. That is why the speed of the wind is more. On the other hand, look at the figure of a difficult terrain. Here enough and more plants and trees. That is why there is a block for the wind to blow. So the speed of the wind is very less. Thus, we completed the topic wind. What is wind? What is the reason of wind? What are the factors that affecting the wind? Etc. I hope you understood it very well. Thank you.